Hey friend, it's Akil here to remind you that beliefs are just another kind of thought. When we look at our lives and we understand how deeply complex it is to be someone, and that we have ideas, beliefs, and desires always running through everything we're doing, we get a sense that our beliefs are driving how we show up in the world and our relationships. I was a philosophy major, and one of the things I learned very quickly is most of human behavior, not only interpersonal conduct, but also as society at large, is driven by beliefs and desires. And a large part of the spiritual practice is to help you to recognize what your beliefs and desires are, not to destroy them or discard them, but to see them for what they are. Just like we do when we practice our meditation and we notice that our thoughts may be coming up and leading us down a path that may make us feel anxious or sad or scared or angry. The same way we have to look at our beliefs and understand them as just temporary and passing thoughts. They're ones that are really deeply embedded into the way we know who we are, so it's a bit more challenging to work with them, but it's totally doable. The practices as outlined in the Yoga Sutras really do apply to all kinds of thoughts. One of the things it says in the Yoga Sutras is the way to cultivate liberation is to concentrate on openness by cultivating a kind of dispassion. Vairagya is the word in Sanskrit, and it's often translated into non-attachment. However, this doesn't really accurately portray the way we understand beliefs and desires. The way we recognize our beliefs and desires is when we can notice how they're making us feel. And just like any other kind of thought, thoughts have correlations with our feelings because it's all happening right here in the body and the mind. So when you're practicing and you're trying to approach your beliefs, the simplest way to do that is recognize how they're making you feel. And then the invitation is, who would you be or how would you feel if you had a different belief or you thought differently about something? This is actually a very profound and powerful kind of practice, and it's something we can do regularly without having to have deep instructions into working through challenging postures and things like that. I would advise you to work with someone who can help you to identify your feelings and who can skillfully navigate you through your own process if you need the support. Because when we approach these difficult feelings and these very deeply held beliefs about ourselves, it can bring up a lot of shame, grief, and trauma if you have it. So one of the things I recommend is try to work with other people as you do these practices and talk about them. If you talk to people, you'll recognize everybody's going through the same kind of struggle, and we can all support each other. So my invitation to you is recognize your beliefs as thoughts and see what it would be like if you had a different thought or a different belief.